Question: DS. Is A smaller than A times B, which is smaller than B? Condition 1. 1 is smaller than B. Condition 2. A is smaller than 1. Solution. Let us solve this DS question using the variable approach. The first fundamental concept in inequality. If A is greater than B, which is greater than C, then A is greater than B is greater than C, and A is greater than C. Also, if A is greater than X and X is greater than B, then A is greater than X, which is greater than B. Let us follow the first step of the variable approach by modifying and rechecking the original condition and the question. We are required to verify whether A is smaller than A times B, which is smaller than B. Follow the second and the third steps. From the original condition, we have two variables, A and B. To match the number of variables with the number of equations, we need two equations. Since conditions 1 and 2 will provide one equation each, C would most likely be the answer. Recall three principles and choose C as the most likely answer. Let us take a look at conditions 1 and 2 together. Condition 1 tells us that 1 is smaller than B, or B is greater than 1, and condition 2 tells us that A is smaller than 1. That is, B is greater than 1, which is greater than A, by the first fundamental concept in inequality. However, we do not know anything about the sign of A. If B equals 3 and A equals 0.5, then A times B equals 3 times 0.5 equals 1.5, and hence A equals 0.5 is smaller than A times B, which is equal to 1.5, which is smaller than B, which equals 3. Thus, the answer to the question is A smaller than A times B, which is smaller than B, is yes. However, if B equals 3 and A equals -3, then A times B equals 3 times -3 equals -9, and A equals -3 is greater than A times B, which equals -9. Thus, the answer to the question is A smaller than A times B, which is smaller than B, is no. Thus, both conditions combined are not sufficient by CMT1, which states that if we can have both yes and no as an answer, it is not sufficient. You should consider the cross cases. That is, be careful of the cases where both negative and positive numbers are given. Conditions 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. Thus, E is the correct answer. Answer: E.